All right, so I'm sure we all have some basic knowledge of skiing. Thank you, Jesse. But I'm going to get in a little more detail with skiing. So once again, with a raise of hands, how many of you have skied before? Awesome. Snowboarded? Hasn't done any of that before? Awesome. Okay. Well, skiing is a really popular sport, especially in the area. We live in the Poconos. We get a lot of snowfall every year, and there's a lot of resorts in the area. If you're planning to ski for the first time, never skied before, it's really important that you are aware and prepared to ski, not only for the safety of yourself, but for the safety of others. So skiing is a really good topic for me, and it really relates to my life because I am actually a snowboard and ski instructor at Blue Mountain Resort. And every lesson, my goal is for my students to be confident and have a fun experience for their first time on the slopes by themselves. So today I'll be informing you on 3 basic topics related to my topic. First, I'll be informing on the proper gear to wear while skiing. Second, I'll be discussing the basic steps of skiing. And finally, I'll be going over positive and negative effects that skiing has on you and others around you. So first, I'm going to be informing on what to wear. Now, before I go on with that, has any of you ever been so cold that you couldn't focus on the activity you were trying to achieve or the goal you were trying to achieve? I'm sure many of you. Yeah? Okay. So when you're freezing and you're in the incorrect gear, it makes it nearly impossible to pick up something new, like skiing. But if you're in the right gear and you're nice and warm, it makes it easy for your mind to be open and to learn a new topic like skiing. So what to wear? There are 3 layers to wear. You have the base layer, you have your mid layer, and your outer layer. Your base layer should be lightweight and breathable, and the most important thing with your base layer is your socks. Now, many people go out on the slopes and say, okay, I'm going to wear 7 pairs of socks and my feet are going to be so warm. Well, that's not the case because you're probably going to lose circulation to your feet, you're not going to be able to feel your feet, and you're going to get more cold. And with skiing, it's really important if you feel your feet because I think you're using your feet when you're skiing. So with your mid layer, it's an optional second jacket and a second pair of pants. You should really check the weather before you go out skiing. If it's going to be below 0 or really cold, I think you should do a mid layer. If not, I don't recommend it because you'll be overheated. The last layer is your outer layer. It's the most important layer. It should be the thickest layer and waterproof. Now, some people go out in a fuzzy jacket and jeans. Well, that's not smart because it's snow, we're skiing, and what is snow? Snow is wet. So you don't want to be wet out on the slopes because when you're wet, you're cold. And that goes into being comfortable, learning a new topic with an open mind, not thinking about being cold. Some extra accessories is a helmet, goggles, face mask, undergloves, and hand warmers. A helmet is really important. It's not mandatory for all slopes, but it's really important. It doesn't prevent concussions. Many people think it does prevent concussions, but it does not. It prevents getting scratches on your head, cuts on your head, bleeding out. Goggles is really important because it's kind of like driving. When you're skiing, you need to see where you're going, you need to go down the trail, you need to go down safely. And with goggles, your eyes are protected from snow, rain, or when they're blowing snow, because that could hurt very much. Some other accessories is face masks, undergloves, and hand warmers. That's just some extra warmth when you're out on the slopes. Now, according to What to Wear Skiing, a first-time skier's guide by Parenthood and Passports, the main key to skiing warm and happy on the slopes is to dress appropriately. So that just ties in dressing appropriately, staying warm and safe on the slopes, so your mind's open to pick up a new activity. So now that I have informed what to wear, I'll be discussing the basic steps on how to ski. Now, the first step of how to ski is confidence. You can't really get anywhere in life without confidence because if you're not confident, you're going to be tense, you're going to be scared, and you're going to be looking down. And when you look down on skis, what's going to happen? You're probably going to fall on your face. Wherever you look on your skis is where you're going to be going. So it's important to stay confident, stay focused, and believe in yourself. The second step is how to move around in your skis. Now, I like to say that skiing is similar to walking in the real world, but it's a new world. It's our snow world, I like to call it. So how do you learn to walk? Well, it doesn't take a day. When you're 1 day old, can you walk? No, you can't. It doesn't take a day. It doesn't take a lesson. It doesn't take a season. It doesn't take your whole lifetime. I'm 17 years old, and I fall. I run into walls. I fall all the time. And skiing, I haven't mastered that because I've only learned to ski 9 years ago. So it's really important that you just concentrate, you have patience, and know that you're going to get it, and you're going to be better than when you started. Some other steps in skiing is walking, going uphill, going downhill, stopping, and so much more. Now, the last and most important basic step of skiing is to stop. Now, skis are designed to go down the hill nice and smoothly, but they're not designed to stop on their own. So any rookie can go out on that hill, get their skis on, and go down the hill in their athletic stance. But can they really stop? I don't think so. So how to stop in skis, like Jesse mentioned, is you take the tip of your skis and you point them inward, We like to call it the wedge or the pizza. Now, your backs of your skis should be facing out, and the inside edge should be dug in the snow. That makes it easy for your skis to stop on a dime, stop really efficiently and safely. Now, the top left corner, she's doing a great job. She has her tips in, backs out, and she's looking up. But on the top right, she doesn't have her skis pointed in, so she's probably just going to result in going down the hill faster than when she started. The bottom right, she does a great job with her wedge, but her head is face down, so she's probably going to end up going down on her face. Now, according to the article How You Go in Snow Magazine, you should be looking to have your weight equal and your weight on the balls of your feet. Now, this is called the athletic stance or the skier stance. Now, when you're playing soccer and you're defending a goal, there is an athletic stance. So you want your knees bent, you want the shins of your feet facing outward. So when you're in a ski boot, the shins of your feet should be touching the boot of your boot. So when you're skiing, you want to be kind of facing upward a little bit, because if you're facing back, you're going to fall back. And when you're skiing, you're on a downhill. So you just kind of want to readjust yourself to a downhill instead of on the ground straight. Now that I've discussed the basic steps of skiing, I'll be explaining the positive and negative effects that skiing has on you and others around you. So, according to the article ProQuest Central, winter sports are performed by 200 million people in the world. Now that's a lot of people, and I know all of those people aren't going to be on the slopes with you at that very day, but there's a lot of people around you that maybe don't know how to ski, they don't know the basic steps, and they're not aware of you. So you need to be aware, you need to be aware of others around you and yourself so you don't run into them, or a tree. So some negative effects. People ask me all the time, why the heck do you ski? You get hurt all the time, it's not a good sport, there's only negative effects to skiing. And okay, I guess they're right. You get knee problems, you get concussion, you get frostbite, all these things. And with all those things, you can be affected by maybe losing your job because you can't go to work because you're hurt, or maybe getting kicked out of school, not graduating because you can't have good attendance, or maybe even getting kicked off that soccer team because you can't practice with the team anymore because you're hurt. And all these negative effects, they don't feel good. So skiing, I guess it does suck, maybe people think. But they ask me again, why the heck do you ski? Well, there's some positive effects of skiing, and I think there's more positive effects of skiing than there's negative effects. You get the workout, you get that relaxing time, you get your bones strengthened and your muscles strengthened, you get better balance, and anything you make out of it. Maybe some time away from your wife, time away from your husband, anything you make out of it. Now here at the end of the speech, I'm going to review what I discussed. First, I informed on what to wear. Second, I discussed the basic steps of skiing. And finally, I informed on some positive and negative effects that skiing has on you and others around you. So instead of ending my speech with a video of someone crashing into a tree, having a negative effects, I want to end it positively. So I'm going to end it in a quote. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. So you need to believe in yourself. You need to be confident, like I said before. You need to just believe that you can do it. You need to take that extra step, go over that mountain. You need to achieve a new goal today. You need to maybe put on skis. You maybe need to take that big jump you've never done before. Go down some moguls. So I encourage every single one of you to get a new goal, do something new, do something you've never done before, and believe you can do it, believe in yourself, and you're already halfway there. Thank you.